And now, Mike's thoughts.
If you are a Las Vegas Raiders fan, I need you to listen up. I need you to dig deep into your hearts, into your soul, into your fandom, and get Mark Davis out. You need to sign a petition. You need to riot. You need to go at his house. Do something. Guys, Mark Davis is the single most... Mark Davis is the reason why the Las Vegas Raiders will never be great. Mark Davis is the reason why the Las Vegas Raiders will never compete for a Super Bowl. Mark Davis is the reason why the Las Vegas Raiders are consistently a below average team year after year after year. If you are a pigskin pundit, you heard this already today. So I encourage you to become a pigskin pundit. But simple fact of the matter is, Mark Davis is the reason why the Las Vegas Raiders suck. When you look across the league, new ownership in the Washington Commanders last season. What they do? NFC Championship. New ownership heads over there in Chicago. What's happening in Chicago? Number one seed in the NFC. New ownership in Indianapolis. What is happening? Arguably one of the best seasons that they've had in a very, very, very long time. New ownership is what the Las Vegas Raiders need. If you want to be successful, get a new owner. Until then, I don't want to hear any more crap about the Las Vegas Raiders being Super Bowl champions. I don't want any more crap about the Las Vegas Raiders being AFC West champions. I don't want any more crap about the Las Vegas Raiders even making the playoffs. Because truth be told, they're trash, they're dog poop, they're hot dog water. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn NFL show on the planet? Man Hour Nation! Rise up.
Yeah, hey, let's go. Hitting that gridiron, we going hard, we running the plays. You know the vibe, only the strong survive. Gotta keep your head in the game. Talking NFL, uncut, straight raw. Steady bringing that sauce. We about to take off. Get it hype, this man, our sport talk. Yeah, yeah, from the quarterback to the lineman. Everybody bringing heat. You don't really want to try them. Hey, hey, who gon' win? It's a battle of the giants. This show is the flyest. Nobody can deny it. This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception? This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception?
Let's go. What is up, Man Hour Nation, guys? Welcome to Man Hour NFL Talk, your go-to spot for live, raw, uncut NFL talk. Guys, I'm so glad you're rolling with us today. Before we jump into today's action, guys, head over to manhourradio.com. That's where you find all the exclusive merchandise, the freshest blog, and everything happening with the Man Hour show. So if you're rocking the Man Hour, guys, that is a spot to do it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button as well. Also, subscribe so you never miss a live interactive show. That's the easiest way to stay plugged into us. But if you want the full Man Hour experience, become a Pigskin Pundit, guys. There's our members-only community where you get free entry into weekly NFL pick'ems, giveaways, exclusive merchandise, and of course, the bonus live stream that only the Pigskin Pundits get. So if you're all about that next level access, guys, join the squad today. Now remember, this is a live interactive show, so comment down below. Drop your thoughts, your opinions, your hottest takes down below, because I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, Mr. Bruins Broads. He says Drake May, baby. He says Drake May, baby. Drake May is pretty good. Let's just be honest. Drake May is a pretty damn good quarterback. Is he the best? I don't know. We'll find out later tonight on Buy or Sell. We're either going to buy Drake May is the best quarterback in the NFL, or we're going to sell he's the best quarterback in the NFL. Stay tuned for that, guys. A little bit of Drake May talk as well. Parker BU says, my mom babysat the mates. Okay. Your mom is babysitting the mates. Awesome. What do you want me to say about that? But yeah. But guys, be like, oh man, River, become a Pigskin Pundit.
Skin pun, get you some.
Oh man, River is the Pigskin Pundit. He has clicked on the membership tab below, and he's got a nice little Man Hour hoodie heading his way. Matter of fact, he's got a Las Vegas Raiders hoodie heading his way. That's right, Old Man River. Spoiler alert, Merry Christmas from Man Hour Nation to you, Old Man River. You are getting a Las Vegas Raiders hoodie on the behalf of Man Hour Nation. So thank you for becoming a Pigskin Pundit, man. We definitely support your love. He says, no, not mates. My mom baby sat the Mays. Who are the Mays? I don't know who the Mays are. Sorry, Parker. You need to narrow it down, buddy. You need to narrow it down. Bruins process, Tom Brady is greater than Drake May. Oh, the Mays, as in Drake May. Okay, I follow you, Parker, now. I follow you. So Parker's mom babysat Drake May and his brothers. Cool. That's a pretty good little story. Now I'm following what you're picking up. My bad. Like I was thinking Mays, I was thinking totally, I don't know. I was thinking mates for some reason, like Australian mates. Like, hey there, matey. I don't know. Or pirate something. I don't know. But yeah, Drake mom babysat them. So that's awesome. Now, forever, you will ever have that story in your life that, hey, my mom babysat Drake May and his brothers. That is very, very cool. Very, very cool. But you know what else is very, very cool, guys? The Philadelphia Eagles. Because they're absolutely falling apart. Man, our nation pigskin pundits, let's dive into this one. No fluff, no nonsense, just the truth, and a team that had every reason to be an NFC favorite. This team is completely spiraling out of control. This team feels very much similar like the 2023 Philadelphia Eagles. Guys, the Philadelphia Eagles came into 2025 like a wrecking ball. They came in like Miley Cyrus, like a wrecking ball, seeding, riding the momentum of the dominating 2024 NFL season. The roster was stacked, the schedule was favorable, and they had continuity, they had the talent, they had the swagger, and they had the league-wide respect. They opened up the season exactly how you think a Super Bowl contender should. They rolled out 4-0. They were rolling. They were balanced. They were efficient, and most importantly, they were confident. They were confident in yourselves. They pumped out their chest and said, "We here, baby!" But then came the midseason losses to the Denver Broncos and the New York Football Giants. Midseason blues, every team has them. You kind of shrug it off, and there's nothing really to panic about that, right? But then, boom, they back, baby. They rattled off 4 more wins in a row, right back on track. And with the Eagles' inevitable conversation, they're back at it. They go in the moon, baby. But then the wheels started to wobble. And guess what? They eventually fell completely off. The wheels fell off of the wagon, baby. They've had back-to-back losses to the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Yes. I know what you guys are saying. Dallas Cowboys are pretty good, Buck. Chicago Bears are pretty good, Buck. Yes, I get it. Those are two of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. But it's how the Philadelphia Eagles lost those games. It is how the offense was completely missing. MIA, vanished, ghost town. The divas looked confused, out of position, and overwhelmed. Take Saquon Barkley, for example. He had 56 yards on 13 carries versus the Chicago Bears. Not like Saquon Barkley to be that bad. And then versus the Dallas Cowboys, 10 carries for 22 yards. This is not because Saquon Barkley has fallen off. It's not because the offensive line can't block. It's simply because they are not using him. The offense is stagnant. The offense is confused. When your superstar running back is getting treated like a rotational piece and your quarterback is out rushing him, something is broken in your structure. Something's broken in your offense. Something is broken in the game planning. Something is broken physiologically. And how does that make me feel? How does that make you feel? You know exactly what this feels like. People know exactly what it feels like. Tell me that you have not seen this movie before. 2023, the Philadelphia Eagles, fresh off the beatdown of the Kansas City Chiefs whooped that ass in that Super Bowl. But the Eagles rebounded. Start off the season 10-0. They looked unstoppable. They were poised to back-to-back Super Bowls. And then they lose 5 of the next 6. Blow the NFC East lead to the Dallas Cowboys, back themselves into the playoffs, and get beat down by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card game. Fast forward to right now. This script is identical. Everything like 2023 is happening in 2025. I get it. They're sitting at 8 wins. I get it. On paper, the season isn't over. I get it. They're almost a lock to win the NFC East. But look ahead. Let's be honest here. They have 2 matches versus the Washington Commanders in 3 weeks. And the way the Commanders looked this last Sunday, they're a different team. They're a hungry team. They want to knock people off, put them in the dirt. Now, the Raiders, let's just be real. They're awful. But it's still unpredictable. It's still the Raiders. They can still come up and pop you in the mouth. And then the Chargers on Monday Night Football, it could go either way. And then they got the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. A Buffalo Bills team that is angry right now. Realistically, if you are a Philadelphia Eagles fan, You have a win versus the Raiders, and you might maybe possibly split with the Commanders. That's 10 wins. And out of 10 wins this season, you're probably looking at the 7 seed tops, heading into Green Bay or to LA to face the Rams. And that, my friends, is the definition of a one and done. And it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. The New Jersey home of offensive coordinator Kevin Pilano was vandalized with eggs. The man's house got egged because he's so bad at play calling. People were throwing objects at his house. Videos on social media. The police are involved. They want him out. And then it comes to the Eagles offense, the highest paid offense in the entire league. They ranked 24th and 20 in total yards, 23rd in passing yards, 22nd in rushing, and 19th in points. This is supposed to be an elite unit. This is supposed to be the engine that drives them. Instead, they're stuck in neutral. Nick Sirianni did come out on Monday, doubling down, saying that the offensive coordinator isn't going anywhere. No changes, no change-up, no accountability. And that's the problem. This is not a talent issue. This is not an injury issue. This is a leadership issue. The Philadelphia Eagles are simply falling apart. They're simply falling apart, not trending down, not slipping, falling apart. The 2025 Philadelphia Eagles are looking more and more like the 2023 Philadelphia Eagles over and over and over again. But Man Hour Nation, let me ask you this question. After this week, after the 2 straight losses, back-to-back losses to the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears, do you guys still think the Philadelphia Eagles are still a playoff threat? Do you still think they're a Super Bowl team? Or is this team headed for an early exit or maybe not even making the playoffs? That's the question. Guys, subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. East Coast time right here, youtube.com/Man Hour. Now, this is a live interactive show, so jump into the comments and let me hear your voice be heard. Let's get to the comments, guys, and discuss your thoughts. Bruins Prod says Drake May is going to win MVP. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down, baby. Get out of here with that shit. The only thing Drake May is winning a one and done. Parker says, yeah, you got to see them after the holidays. Cool. Make sure you get his autograph, meaning Drake May. John says the Cowboys suck. We'll be talking about the Cowboys here momentarily. Next segment is nothing but Dallas Cowboys and about how great they are. So you better slow it down, baby. And John says, figures you quote Miley Cyrus. Hey, if you're not quoting Hannah Montana or Miley Cyrus at least once a day, are you really living life? Let's sit here and be honest. Are you really living life if you do not think about Miley Cyrus at least once a day? I still love that 23 video that she did when she was like a rapper when like Taylor Swift like a rapper for like a little while there. Was it Mike Will made it? She's sitting all skanky, all hot and stuff with the 23 on the mirror. Yeah. Jim says boo. Jim is the CEO of the Pigskin Punters, and he does not like the Philadelphia Eagles. Jim grew up in Pennsylvania. Matter of fact, Jim grew up in Philadelphia. He had the shadows of the stadium in his window each and every day. And he does not like the Philadelphia Eagles. Truth is told, like, who really does like the Philadelphia Eagles? Like, if you like the Philadelphia Eagles, I guarantee you do not live in Pennsylvania. I'm just saying, if you live in Pennsylvania and you like the Eagles, it's probably because you were born there and you never been outside of Philadelphia. You never see those man-sized potholes down I-80. Bruins Pro says, did you watch the Patriots-Giants game? It was one of the best games I've seen in a while. Yes. Bruins Prod, you need to go over on Facebook and like follow us. We talk a lot of shit over there on Facebook. I was posting videos about the game all day long. Jim Powell's the Cowboys look like Super Bowl contenders until January. We go talk about the Cowboys. Y'all need to slow it down, baby. My man Street Dog says, you on here with some more trash takes, Buck? Street Dog, my man Kyle Streeter, me and him played football way back in the day, damn near 20 years ago now, 30 years. I don't know how long it's been. This man wants to come up here and run his mouth saying that Patrick Mahomes is this, Patrick Mahomes is that. Get out of here. Patrick Mahomes is the greatest. The Kansas City Chiefs are the greatest. And none of my takes are trash, Streeter. None of them are. None of them are. Come at me, bruh. Did you watch the Patriots game? I did watch the Patriots game. Jim says, John, Buck had a paper machete wrecking ball hanging in his garage from the video. It's actually a disco ball. It's actually in the house. So I'm out here in the studio, and we had the disco ball at my wedding, and yeah, we definitely hung from them. Hung from them. All of my takes are trash. Y'all just mad. Y'all just mad because the Dallas Cowboys are Super Bowl bound, baby! Man Hour Nation, let's jump right into it. No warm-up, no easing in the topic. We're going right to the fire. Because today, we're talking about a team that everybody buried. We're talking about a team that everybody was laughing at. We're talking about a team that analytics gave them an 18% chance of making the playoffs, and now a 10% chance of winning the NFC East, and even a 1% chance of winning the Super Bowl. Making the Super Bowl. And if the Dallas Cowboys fan, if I was a Dallas Cowboys fan, this is exactly where I want to be. I want to be counted out. I want to be overlooked. I want to be disrespected. I want that underdog energy turned all the way up. Because here's the thing. Guys, the Dallas Cowboys are one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. The Dallas Cowboys are the best team in the NFC right now. The Dallas Cowboys, nobody wants to play them right now. And the numbers say one thing, but football says something entirely different. Use your eyes, baby, because the Dallas Cowboys are a team that nobody wants. They're the hottest team, and nobody wants to admit it. They're the hottest team that nobody wants to play. And the Detroit Lions are going to find that out on Thursday, baby! Because the Dallas Cowboys did start off 3-5-1. They looked bad. The season looked good. Playoff hooks looked cooked. National media has already moved on. The defense was getting worked over like a $2 little. But then something switched. Trades were made. Defenders got healthy. Dak Prescott locked in. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens started playing like the best receiver duo in all of football. And now they've been winners of 3 straight. Winners over the Kansas City Chiefs, 31-28. They beat the Philadelphia Eagles 24-21. And oh, by the way, they beat the Las Vegas Raiders as well. 3 straight wins. And just not any wins, guys. Wins over the last year's Super Bowl teams. Wins that can change your season and your mentality in a heartbeat. Dak Prescott has said it best. It's about us controlling what we can control. We win and handle our business, and we'll put ourselves in a great spot. And you know what? He's right. Because with 5 games left, all the Cowboys have to do is just win, baby, win. Guys, let's break it down as clearly as I can. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys sit at 6-5-1. Yes, they're still outside the playoff pictures. Yes, they're still being doubted. Yes, they're still being slept on. But look at the remaining schedule. Thursday, they play the Detroit Lions. They play the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. And then they play the Chargers and then the Commanders and the Giants to end the season. 2 of those teams with winning records in that stretch. That's it. And the Cowboys are playing some of the best football of the season and at a perfect time. Can they beat the Detroit Lions, you guys ask? Well, yes, they can, and yes, they will, baby! Can they beat the Vikings? Sunday Night Football, bright lights, Dak thrives in these games, baby, especially at home. Yes, they can, and yes, they will. Now, the Chargers, they've been up and down all season long. Completely unpredictable. But yes, Dallas can, and Dallas will whoop that ass, baby! And then the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders are a totally different team. We've said this, but the Dallas Cowboys have already beaten them once. Jaden Daniels might be returning, but that defense can't even stop a nosebleed. So yes, baby, another whoop down, baby. And then the New York Football Giants. Most of their starters might be benched from watching pornos during meetings, making up the meetings late. Like, they're trying to set a culture there, and guess what? Half their starters are going to be out. And oh, yes, they're going to whoop that ass, baby. Guys, there's a real, legitimate, believable pathway to winning all 5. If the Dallas Cowboys win out, not only are they in, they probably win the NFC East as well. Because the Eagles, they're wobbling. They're stumbling. They're leaking oil everywhere. And if Philly only wins 2 more games, Dallas takes the division. Guys, here's the truth. If the Dallas Cowboys make the playoffs, they will be the hottest team in the NFL. Winners of 8 straight, an offense that can't be slowed down, a defense that finally looks like he remembers how to tackle, how to rush the passer, and how to cover. Guys, this is not the Dallas Cowboys team that we saw back in September. This is not the Cowboys team that we watched fall apart last season. This is a completely different squad with a completely different energy. And let me tell you, there's not one single NFC team that wants to see a 8-game win streak, the Dallas Cowboys walking in their stadium on Wild Card weekend. Not Green Bay, Shay. Not the 49ers, Hoffy. Not the Lions, John. Not the Rams, Gary. Not Philly, Blake. Nobody wants to see the Dallas Cowboys because streaking teams in December are the most dangerous teams in football. So, guys, can the Dallas Cowboys make the playoffs? The short answer is yes. Let's slow down, baby. Absolutely yes. They control their own destiny. Win out and they in. Win out and they might even win the NFC East. Win out and they become the most dangerous team in the NFC. The Dallas Cowboys are not dead. The Dallas Cowboys are very much alive, and the NFL better take notice. So, Man Hour Nation, are the Cowboys one of the most dangerous teams in the NFC right now? And if so, do they get into the playoffs? Guys, subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Thursday, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. at youtube.com/Man Hour. 7 p.m. East Coast time, I should say. Now, this is a live, interactive show, so let your voice be heard, Street Dog. Let your voice be heard, Shay. Let your voice be heard, Bruin Prod. Talk that shit. Let's see what you got. Kyle Streeter says, America's team's gone that hardware this year, thanks to Pickens. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys are them boys. We them boys. How about them Cowboys? George Pickens has been the man, the myth, the legend. Now, you guys can say what you want about the Kansas City Chiefs, but arguably the Kansas City Chiefs have one of the top defenses in the NFL. And if one of the top defenses in the NFL cannot stop the three-headed monster of the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, something has to be said. Thanksgiving should have opened up a lot of eyes. Thanksgiving Day should have been like putting the people on notice. Thanksgiving Day said, oh, shh. Matter of fact, I said it on our Facebook page. The Dallas Cowboys better sign George Pickens right now. Don't wait till this offseason. Don't wait till negotiations get hairy. Don't wait till he starts to hold out and demands more money. Pay that man for pennies on the dollar. Get him locked in for the next 4 or 5 years and go on a Super Bowl runs. Dynasty, baby. My man Shay Fraser says, hope everyone is good tonight. Shay, everybody's good. Everybody's good. I'm so glad you're joining us tonight, Shay. What's up, man? If you guys did not see Shay's show last night, this man says the Kansas City Chiefs are winning it out and going to the Super Bowl. This man said that the Denver Broncos won't lose another regular season game. This man said the Green Bay Packers about to what the Chicago Bears is. In 2 segments, we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears. In 2 segments, we're going to spill the beans about the Chicago Bears, about how fugazi they are. Jim Powell says, beating the Raiders is much more impressive than beating the other two. And I agree. Not to throw shade at the Raiders, because let's just be honest, the Raiders suck. You guys heard my rant about the earlier on the show. If you were a Picks and Punny, you heard me about what they need to do to fix it. But the truth of the matter is, when you flash back to that Raiders game, what was it, Tuesday or Wednesday, when their starting defense of linemen committed suicide. So they were legit 4 days removed from one of their closest buddies, closest friends, heart and soul of that defense from offing himself. So, obviously we all got to move on. We all got to live life or whatever, but it's still very, very emotional, right? If you go to a place every day for the last, 2-3 years, he was like he was on that team. He's your best friend. You see him 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a day. You go to battle with him. You go clubbing, you hang out, and then you go back to that same place and he's not there. Man, that is tough. I don't care who you are. That's tough. I just swallowed a bug. Shay says, ain't nobody sleeping on the Dallas Cowboys, because the Dallas Cowboys ain't it. Shay, dog. The Dallas Cowboys are them. The Dallas Cowboys are them. The Green Bay Packers do not want to see the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. The Chicago Bears don't want to see the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. 49ers, Seahawks, Rams, Eagles, whoever makes them, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, don't want to see the Cowboys in the playoffs. So, Shay, you better be the biggest Detroit Lions fan ever on Thursday. You better be the biggest Washington Commanders fan the following week. You better be the biggest New York Giants fan ever. Jaxson Dart better play out of his mind, because they come in. Don't let them in. This team reminds me of I don't know, like the 2012 New York Giants. 8-8, snuck into the playoffs, made it all the way through. Eli Manning beat the undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl. This has them written all over it, baby. Written all over it. Splaney's hit on Dart was awesome. It was an awesome hit. We have that on Facebook. Go check it out, Bruins Prop. Go check it out. Shay says, make the playoffs, sure, but then they'll lose in the first round. No, they won't. Like the Cowboys won't lose in the first round, Shay. What is going to happen? This is what's going to happen. The Dallas Cowboys are going to get into the playoffs. NFC East champions, baby. They're going to get a third seed. Because they're going to be sitting at 11 wins. Fourth seed's going to go to the NFC South because it's going to be like 9 wins, maybe tops, 8 wins. Buccaneers or Panthers, whoever it is. So they're going to be sitting at the third seed. Most likely the Bears are going to be the number 1 overall seed, and then the Rams are going to be up there like as well. So sitting at the third seed, you will have the Seahawks at the 5th seed. You will have the 49ers at the 6th seed. And then you have potentially the Chicago Bears or the Green Bay Packers somewhere there as well. So it's going to be 49ers, Cowboys in the first round. 49ers and Brock Purdy going to come down to AT&T Stadium. Dak Prescott's going to be like 40 burger, 40-0. Then they're going to go to LA. They're going to whoop that ass. And then they're going to go back home because the Chicago Bears already done lost the first round. Packers are playing nice football. Packers come down to AT&T Stadium. Oh, this is Jordan Love's statement game. He already beat the Cowboys once in the playoffs. Not going to happen, baby. Another 40 burger. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Streeter says the Chiefs is great, but the Cowboys hand them that hot L. Chiefs is trash. The Chiefs have had one of the hardest schedules in the entire NFL. My glasses are wrong. The Chiefs have had a hard schedule. And here we go. Old Man River with the old saying says, if your aunt had nuts, he would be your uncle. Dallas would choke. History repeats itself. History does repeat itself. 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. They come in, baby. And Mellow Mike is in the chat. What's up, Mellow Mike? It's rivalry week, baby. Me and Mellow Mike are going head to head. Houston, Texas fans take on the Kansas City Chiefs. He said the Texans had the number 1 defense. They have the number 1 overall defense. But if you go toe-to-toe, if you go head-to-head, if you put imano, give me the Kansas City Chiefs every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Chiefs are not going to Super Bowl. Shay, did you hear that? Shay, I'm asking for a friend. Did you hear that? The Chiefs are not going to Super Bowl, says Streeter. This man's crazy. The Chiefs are going home, baby. The Chiefs will be going home. The Chiefs will be going home in middle of February with some more hardware on their hand. And then come June, we're all going to go to Manhattan, Kansas. We all going to go down to Turtle Creek State Park. Matter of fact, we're going to go out to Stockdale where Tay-Tay and TK are going to get married. And then bada bing, bada boom, they're going to have some more hardware on their hands. They're going to be like, I'm going to be there picking up Taylor Swift's hand because he's got such a big rock on the hand. Put it in the like forklift, drag her home. Man, we're going to have so many rings. We're going to be sitting at home because we're going to be tired from carrying all that hardware. And swallowing bugs. Man, I swallowed something. Mellow Mike says Dallas Cowboys are them choke artists. I love it. The Dallas Cowboys are historically known for choking in the playoffs. Guys, I mean, you guys are all old heads. You guys remember football. Tony Romo, the Cowboys playoffs. They were 13-3. What year is that? Shoot. Like 2016, 2017, playing the Seahawks. Tony Romo bottled the field goal snap. Got short. They obviously ran. They tried to run the ball in because it was fire. Stopped like 3 yards short. Definitely choke artist. Shay says, nah, give me Dallas over the Lions in the playoffs. The Lions aren't making the playoffs, Shay. Once the Lions lose to the Cowboys on Thursday, the Lions are done. Lions are done. Scaby Boy 422 says M4F says I subbed. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Jim Powell says the Cowboys have to lose in January. That's when herds need moved up over the mountains of the Brokeback Range. If you're moving cows in January, you done did it too late. You done going to get the ice storm. You're going to get the ice storm. Shay says, this guy. Hey, I'm here all day, baby. Here all day. And cheese to the bowl, baby. Cheese to the toilet bowl, says Mellow Mike. Nah. Flaming hot tikis. Like the chips or like the tiki torches? Because I'm thinking tikis, I'm thinking Survivor, because I just saw a Survivor commercial on TV, but I also seen the chips. They did like a tiki, or how you say it, Takis challenge or whatever. I don't know. Either way, we them boys, we them boys, we them boys. The boys are going to the Super Bowl versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, slow down, Buck. Stick to your guns, Buck. Stick to your guns. Aaron Rodgers, Pittsburgh Steelers versus Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. Stick to your guns, Buck. Stick to your guns. That is who I got. That is who I got. But you know who's not going to go to the Super Bowl? Guys, that's the LA Chargers. Guys, the LA Chargers season is on a brink. They can never get out of their own way. And Man Hour Nation, let's jump into this one, because this is the biggest gut punches of the entire weekend. Watching Justin Herbert sprint to the locker room, crushing his hand like it was barely hanging on. His ring finger looked like he was hitchhiking across the Pacific Coast Highway. It was bad. Real bad. And he only missed one series. And even though he only missed one series, while the trainers got him all taped up, casted up, and gloved up, it was clear he was not the same guy when he came back against the Las Vegas Raiders. His throws were off. His grip was shaky at best. His mechanics were different. And this was the last thing that the LA Chargers needed right now. Because Justin Herbert officially had his hand operated on, fixed on that fractured left hand on Monday and in LA yesterday. The team says he's day-to-day. Jim Harbaugh says he's preparing to play on Monday night against the Philadelphia Eagles. And Herbert himself said he's approaching this week like he's starting. Sounds great on paper, but let's just be real. This is not good. The Chargers' offensive line is one of the entire worst in the NFL per PFF. Not average, not bottom 10, one of the worst. Matter of fact, ranked 30th overall. And it's absolutely ravaged with injuries from left to right. The line has more duct tape than a dollar store toolbox. And now you're expecting Herbert with a surgically repaired hand to stand behind that group. And oh, by the way, the Eagles' defensive line is one of the best in football. They get pressure, they hit you, they collapse pockets. Now, they don't live in the backfield like the Houston Texans. They don't get 8 sacks on Josh Allen, but they're still pretty damn good. And the Chargers walk into this matchup into pure survival mode. Guys, here's the biggest question of all. Can the LA Chargers still make the playoffs? Because right now on paper, if you look at the paper, they got a 60% chance to make it in. That's solid. That is a coin flip with some sugar on it, right? They also got an 11% chance to win the AFC West still, where we go ahead and cross off the list because they're not winning the division. That division belongs to the Kansas City Chiefs or the Denver Broncos. So the Chargers are still playing for the wild card spot. As simple as that. They got eight wins. 3 more wins, I think, locks them in. But look at their opponents coming up. They play the Dallas Cowboys. They play the Houston Texans, the Denver Broncos, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, those are some of the hottest teams, the most physical teams, and most playoffs desperate teams in the entire NFL. It is a very, very real scenario that the Chargers do not win another game for the rest of the season. Even with a healthy Justin Herbert, and now he's only going to be 50%. This is the worst possible time for this injury to happen. 4 of their final 5 opponents were playoff teams from last season. All 5 are in the playoff mix right now. Herbert is tough as nails. I get it. He proved it again on Sunday. He proved it when he fractured his fingers 2 seasons ago against the same Raiders team. He gutted it out. He can adjust. He can play other shotgun all day long if he needs to. But playing and winning are 2 different things. Playing and surviving are not the same thing. Playing and carry a team are totally 2 different things, and that's exactly what the LA Chargers need him to do. They need him to carry the team because the Chargers' offense is suspect at best. Now, Jim Harbaugh did say that Trey Lance will get reps this week, specifically under center and goal line situation. That tells you everything you need to know right there. They are preparing for the reality that Justin Herbert cannot take every snap. He cannot be under center. He cannot risk banging that hand against helmet pads or cold weather turf. This is going to be a very, very limited version of Justin Herbert. Gun and pistol only, quick game RPOs, minimal ball handling, minimal contact, quick out of the gun, 3 seconds tops. This is not the offense the team is built for. This is not the offense that we've grown to know for the LA Chargers over this season. This is not the offense you want staring down the Chiefs, Eagles, or the Cowboys. So, guys, the question is simple. Can the Chargers make the playoffs? I mean, obviously, in short, they can. But it is slipping away fast. This injury could be the beginning of a collapse. This could be a breaking point of their season. Because if they cannot seal at least 2 or 3 games down the stretch, they're done. Finito, finish. Justin Herbert injury is the kind of momentum that derails a season. And unless the Chargers elevate every part of their roster and coaching staff, this team is cooked. So, Man Hour Nation, let me ask you this question. Do you think Justin Herbert's injury ends the Chargers' playoff run, or can they survive the toughest final stretch of the NFL and make the playoffs? Guys, subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, we are live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com/Man Hour. Now, this is a live, interactive show, so comment down below and let your voice be heard. Let's get into the comments and discuss your thoughts. My man Jim Powell, CEO of the Pigs and Pundits,
Pigskin pun. Get you some.
says they can't even go their own field, let alone to a bowl. Yeah, did the Chargers even have a home field anymore? Because I feel like every time they play at home, the away crowd is much louder, much like at Vegas. It's crazy, right? Mellow Mike says QB triage. Daniel's busted left elbow, Herbert's left hand, and Daniel Jones fractured fibula. Penix, he tore his ACL. Damn, pretty boys. Like, it is tough. And if you want to add to that list, Mellow Mike, Lamar Jackson got that hamstring, quad, ankle, shoulder, hurt feelings. Jaxson Dart's got like 3 concussions. JJ McCarthy got another broken ankle. Who else is hurt? Brock Purdy's consistently hurt. Your boy CJ Stroud just got his concussion. He finally got cleared after nearly a month off. Joe Burrow's turf toe. Tua's right. Like, the list goes on and on and on. Like, it is tough to be a quarterback this season. And Shay's like, Jay Herbo is in trouble. Listen, Justin Herbert is definitely in trouble. Like, Justin Herbert has been under the microscope since the trainer punctured Tyrod Taylor's lung back in his rookie year. And he literally got tossed in like 5 minutes before the game. Like, oh, you're starting because Tyrod's like dying. But like, ever since then, Justin Herbert has been named the Patrick Mahomes 2.0, been like the next great thing since sliced bread and all this other stuff. Because if you think about it, when Herbert was in younger a couple years ago, the AFC West was supposed to be this powerhouse quarterback like realm, right? Because they had Patrick Mahomes, they had Russell Wilson, then they had Justin Herbert, and who did the Raiders have like at the time? Was it Jimmy Garoppolo? I can't remember who the Raiders had, but the Raiders had like the next thing since sliced bread, right? Like, Justin Herbert has always been behind the 8 ball and always been in trouble, and he is consistently injured. He gets injured every season. Has he played one season all 17 games, like without missing a half or a game or a quarter? I mean, not being benched because they're blowing somebody out or getting blown out, but he gets hurt every year. Broken hand, broken ankle, like a little bit of this, like a little bit of that. It just sucks for him. It sucks. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. What, old man River? It sucks to be a quarterback this season. Is that what you're referring to? Help me clear that out. Mellow Mike says Chargers should move back to San Diego. At least they made the Super Bowl there. And they also produced a lot of kids. Because wasn't it Phillip Rivers has a kid for every time he lost to Tom Brady and then like in the playoffs? Like 15 times, whatever it was. So, yeah, go back to San Diego, make some more babies so Justin Herbert can lose to the New England Patriots every time and make a baby with his supermodel wife or girlfriend or fiance. Miller Mike says Herbert, like Dak, will never win a Super Bowl. Let me take it one step further, Miller Mike, because I do agree with you. I'm going to say Justin Herbert will never make it to a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert will never make it an AFC championship game. Not because he's not good, not because he has all the all the intangibles, not because he's not a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, simply because the AFC is pretty damn good. And your offensive line is not very good. And Coach Harbaugh is not going to be there for very much longer. He's getting old. You seen him walk, he's got a corn cob stuck right up the poop hole. The man's hurting. He's ready to retire, ready to chill. But you know who else is ready to chill? The Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are good, guys. The Chicago Bears are, do I dare say it, great? Guys, the calendar has finally flipped to December. That's right. It is December 2nd. And all season long, we had one rule. We had one Bible verse that we religiously followed. Do not trust the Chicago Bears until December. Do not buy the hype. Do not drink the Kool-Aid. Do not fall for it. Well, guess what? It is now December. And the Bears are just not good. The Bears are great right now. They have won 5 in a row. 2 massive victories over the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles in back-to-back weeks. Top seed in the NFC. First in the NFC North. And holding on to a 1-game lead over the Green Bay Packers, heading into a huge rivalry matchup this Sunday. Guys, Ben Johnson has these dudes playing complete football right now. Opportunistic defense, power run game, clutch offense in late games. If the season ended today, guys, the Chicago Bears would have that number 1 seed and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But that's not the end of the story. I came here to tell. So buckle up and listen, guys. The Chicago Bears have a very, very real chance to lock up the NFC North by mid-December. And I'm not even joking. Not exaggerating, not even reaching. Beat the Green Bay Packers once, beat the Browns, and something that the Green Bay Packers couldn't do. Sorry, Shay. And bam, bada bing, bada boom, playoff lock. NFC North champs. Number 1 seed straight in there, right there in their laps. It's right there in front of them. A December path lined with opportunities. And Ben Johnson is preaching the right message. None of it matters if you don't keep stacking wins, he said to the team and reporters. They have not guaranteed anything. They have not earned their spot in this tournament yet. They have to win the next game. But man, our nation, Chicago Bears have won 9 of their last 10. They have the number 1 rushing performance of any team in the NFL last week with 281 yards. They have the league's number 1 defense in takeaways with 26. They have the young dudes playing grown man football right now. So why am I not ready to crown the Chicago Bears NFC favorites yet? Let's talk about it. Guys, this team is winning despite the passing game, not because of it. Caleb Williams has had moments where he has looked like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He has had moments where he has passed the ball elite. And then the very next time, the very next throw, it sails and like it sails out on a 10-yard out to a wide open receiver. In the Eagles game, he completed 17 of 36. He only hit 6% in 4 games this season. He is on pace to become the first quarterback since 1975 to rank dead last in completion percentage while being the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Let that sink in. Ben Johnson knows this. He said the passing game is not where it needs to be. Routes are sloppy, throwing fundamentals are off, timing is off, details is off. They're winning in spite of Caleb Williams, not because of him. And in the playoffs, that's going to matter. Guys, the Bills are great. I will give them that. The Bears are great, but they're not built for January. Guys, the truth is, and the Bears fans, you don't want to hear this, but the Chicago Bears are playing great football right now. Chicago's winning games in every way possible. Chicago has elite coaching, elite defense, and elite running game, but they're not ready to win playoffs. Not this year. The NFC playoffs are going to be loaded with veteran teams built for January football. The Rams, the 49ers, the Eagles, Buccaneers, the Cowboys, and when they get in. These teams have playoff reps. They have scars. They have lived battles, and they know what it takes. The Bears, they are young. They're talented. They're exciting, but they're not playoff hardened yet. And yes, they have beaten some of these teams earlier this season, but the playoffs are different. Everything tightens up. Every possession matters. Every mistakes get magnified. Every weakness gets exposed. And right now, Chicago's weakness is their passing game. And the playoffs, you cannot hide it. You won't hide it, and they will be exposing it. So are the Bears the playoff threat, guys? Yes, they're a threat. They're a threat to get the number 1 seed. They're a threat to win the NFC North. They're a threat to finish the best record in football. But they're not a threat to win a playoff game. They're not a threat to make a deep playoff run. They're a threat to be a one and done. It's simple as that. Guys, the Bears are good. The Bears are a hell of a great team right now. But come playoffs, they're a one and done. Come January, buttholes get puckered, and they'll be a one and done. But Man Hour Nation, do you think the Bears are ready to win the playoff game this year, or are they 1 year away from being dangerous? That's the question for y'all. Mellow Mike says the Chargers are the AFC West version of the Bengals. Broke-ass ownership. Oh, yeah. Not wrong. Not wrong. It took the Bengals going to the Super Bowl for them to even build a indoor stadium, and all the indoor stadium is just a big balloon. They just blow it up. Taking that L this Sunday, though. Shay says the Bears are taking the L versus the Packers on Sunday. No, they're not. No, they're not, Shay. Shay, let's have a beard bet. Now, obviously, I'm no Chicago Bears fan. I have been deemed a Chicago Bears hater by my man BC Combs for many, many years. But I will be rooting for the Chicago Bears on Sunday. Shay, let's have a shade beard bet. Packers win on Sunday, I shave my beard. The Bears win on Sunday, you shave your beard. We both on air. We both got the ginger beards. We both been working on this all football season, baby. Let's put it up. Put it up. Layup. He says Dak can't even sniff a cog. They are kidding. Conference championship game. I'm sorry. First of all, Dak is going to be sniffing that conference championship game. Dak is going to be winning that conference championship game. And Dak is going to the Super Bowl, baby! So, yeah. Get out of here. Viscelar9298 says December Dak is here. Those picks were dropped. The last 2 games were being caught in December. Dak's not throwing those picks, baby. Not going to happen. Shay did said, I got the Bears win the North, though. And Vic says the Bears will be one and done. I agree. The Bears and the Packers are like the Lions and Vikings last season. Great regular season, 14, 15 wins. Very, very nice. One and done, baby. One and done, baby. Matter of fact, the Vikings fans are still pissed off at me for calling them Fugazi for the last 7 weeks of the NFL season last year. I'm like, y'all are winning, but y'all suck. Playoff football is different. December is Cowgirls choke season. Slow it down, Eagles fan there. But it's historically, yes. The Dallas Cowboys have been puckered up during December, going into January. But this year, they loosey-goosey, baby. They underrated. They're overlooked. They're counted out. What was it, 18% chance to make the playoffs? Ooh, better buy those lottery tickets, baby, because they coming. And Mellow Mike says, Bears versus Texans in the Super Bowl. Now we heard it all. Not only does Mellow Mike have the Chicago Bears winning a playoff game, but winning 2 playoff games, winning the NFC Championship game, going to the Super Bowl. No, it doesn't stop there. Then he has the Texans making the playoffs, winning us the first round, getting past the Baltimore Ravens finally, and then getting past the Kansas City Chiefs, and then getting past the Buffalo. Stop that. December 12th, 7:49 p.m. East Coast time. Mellow Mike is drunk. The Bears are not going to Super Bowl. The Texans are not going to Super Bowl. Somebody write down the timestamp. So when this happens, Mellow Mike like, ha, told you so. NFN 58 says better than the Cowboys. Says the Bears are better than the Cowboys. As of right now, I would have to agree with that because the Bears beat the Cowboys head-to-head. However, that was what, like 6 weeks ago? That was when CeeDee Lamb was still hurt. That was when Overshown was still on the IR. That was when Quentin Williams was still on the Jets. That was when Turpin was still only 145 pounds. Now Turpin's 155 pounds. Now CeeDee Lamb is back. Now Overshown is on the field balling out like a madman. Now Quentin Williams has the most sacks in 2 weeks and did the entire Jets all season long. Cowboys are different right now. The Cowboys are the hottest team in the NFL right now. They're not better than the Bears. Sorry, they are better than the Bears. Bears are not better than the Cowboys. Bruins Pro says, notice how Drake Maye is better than Jaxson Dart. Stop. Not going to happen. Mellow Mike says, we taking care of the Chiefs this weekend in primetime, baby. Man, it's going to be a great game. I'm not going to like this weekend slate of games. Now, let's just be honest. Week 13 was kind of a snooze fest, right? But besides Thanksgiving, great slate of Thanksgiving games, right? You had the Bengals taking on the Ravens, pretty good game. The Chiefs taking on the Cowboys, pretty damn good game. And then you had the Lions taking on the Packers, pretty damn good game. Friday was not so bad either. Had the Bears taking on the Eagles. But Sunday was kind of like, right? The one game that was exciting was the Dolphins versus Saints. When the Dolphins got a pick 2, the Saints get the onside kick, and then they get stopped on 4-1. That was a very exciting game. But this weekend's games, they nice, baby. You got the Bears, you got the taking on the Packers, you got the Texans taking on the Chiefs, you got the Chargers taking on the Raiders. It's a pretty good game, pretty good slate of games. Then you got Steelers is battling. Like, there's a lot of good games this weekend. A lot of good games. But guys, it is time for a little buy or a little bit of sale.
Buy or sell, make the call, risk it big or lose it all. Buy or sell, rise or fall, one play left. Who's got the ball?
All right, guys, so it is time for buy or sell, and this is how it works. I'm going to throw out a bold take. A question is up for us to decide whether we're buying it or whether we're selling it. Buying it means you're in. You like the idea, you believe it, and it makes sense. If you're selling it, means you're out. You don't like it, you're not convinced, and you're shutting it down, baby. Let's get into it, guys, and here's the first one. A little thing we like to call buy or sell. All right, guys, so the first buy or sell of the day. Guys, buy or sell, will Jaxson Dart. Start over. Guys, buy or sell, will Jaxson Dart have a long NFL career? Man, our nation, it is time for the buy or sell. And we're talking about Jaxson Dart because after watching that Monday night game, we need to talk. Guys, Jaxson Dart got punished on Monday night. Not just hit, he was punished. Got blasted on the sideline, took sacks. He jumped past body shots. He ran upfield when every person in his team was screaming, get out of bounds. He tried to lose him. Boom! Lights out, baby! He was coming off a concussion. No one, multiple checks this season. Not one, but multiple concussion checks this season. And he literally just missed 2 games because of one. And yet, after the game, Dark's attitude was classic hard-nosed, old-school quarterback football. He says, this is football. I'm going to get hits. We're not playing soccer. I shouldn't be a shocker. That is a problem. This dude's playing like he's still in high school. He can truck linebacker still. Like everyone on the field isn't bigger, faster, and stronger than him. You saw at Ole Miss. He's a brush of threat there for the Giants. No doubt about it. But he's also one blindside hit away from being the next what could have been story. Guys, Jaxson Dart was 17 for 24, 139 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 sacks, 7 quarterback hits on 24 pass attempts. That's not counting the extra hits he took when he was scrambling. Guys, the Giants love his edge. The fans love his fire. The locker room love his competitive instance. But the concern is real, and it's everywhere. He's been checked for concussions in multiple games. He just got a concussion protocol for 2 weeks. And instead of adjusting, instead of changing his game up a bit, he's like, I'm going to play aggressive. Turning into a pocket match. That's not how that's not how he wants to play, he says. He wants to lower his shoulder and be in the mix. This is exactly how careers get cut short in the NFL. You can love contact, you can play your style, but longevity, that requires growth, awareness, and self-preservation. Ask Cam Newton, ask RG3, hell, ask Andrew Luck. Playing hero ball works until it doesn't. Even his own teammates are begging him to stop taking unnecessary hits. Giants lineman John Runnan literally said, I told him to be smart. He's not going to listen. He just loves contact. Guys, that's not gritty. That's not fearless. That's just flat out dangerous. And even the intern head coach said he doesn't want him taking those hits. The kid is electric, he says. The kid is fun. Hell, Jaxson Dart is different. But the kid is also one injury away from going down the same path as another flash-in-the-pan quarterback we've seen before. Guys, I am saying that Jaxson Dart is going to have a long NFL career. Unless he changes his play dramatically, he is going to be a 5-year what-if story. Right now, he's playing a style of the NFL that simply doesn't let you survive long-term. It's exciting, it's entertainment, but it's not sustainable. He has the talent, he has the fire, he has the tools, but if he doesn't protect himself, he's going to be gone before he even reaches the ceiling. And Russell Wilson's going to come back in and take his job. But Man Hour Nation, what do you think? Are you buying or selling that Jaxson Dart can last a long time in this league? Can he keep playing like a crash test dummy, or does he need to evolve fast? Guys, drop your takes in the comments down below. I'm ready to hear from you. Miller Mike says the boy is using his head. He is using his head. Also getting whacked around because of it. He's getting his ass whooped. Was it Bruins Prod? Correct me if I'm wrong. It was Spillane, right? That came and whacked that ass. It was tough. It was tough, baby. Miller Mike says he does look like a Friday Night Lights QB. Like, listen, I would love to have Jaxson Dart on my high school football team. Hell, I would love to have Jaxson Dart on my college football team. But name me one quarterback that has survived playing football like this. When I say survived, I'm thinking like 5, 6, 7 sustainable years. It's just not going to happen. Bruins Prod says Jaxson Dart horrible. He's going to get injured and get CTE before he's done. Do you guys ever watch TikTok? And I believe it is it's like the cookbook guy. I forget his name, but his tagline says cookbook. Him as in Jaxson Dart and Cam Scatabo are the CTE brothers. Like, I got to share that on our Facebook page and over here, like on YouTube. But it is some funny shit. Some funny shit. Mellow Mike says we should start a pool on who lasts longer, Dart or Tua. It's definitely going to be Tua. Because Tua is going to go to the Jacksonville Jaguars next season, maybe the Indianapolis Colts, and he's going to thrive. He's going to thrive, baby. Guys, subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com/manhour. But guys, it is buy or sell. And right now, Man Hour Nation, it is time for the last buy or sell of the day. And we're stepping into the hottest QB conversation in football right now. Guys, buy or sell. Is Drake Maye the best quarterback in the NFL right now? Today, December 2nd, 8 p.m. East Coast time, right now. And now, before Patriots Nation starts celebrating, and before Bills Mafia starts jumping in my nest, let's just talk about it, baby. There's no denying it. Drake Maye is having a monster second season. First career Monday Night Football appearance, he was absolutely lit it up. He went 24 for 31, 282 yards, not 300 yards, still hasn't broke that yet, 2 touchdowns, 126 passer rating, and he had the Patriots up 30-7 at halftime. Ooh, damn. He completed 71.5% of his passes, best in the league. He's thrown 3,412 yards, best in the league. He's now 11-2, best record in the league. He's top 5 in touchdowns. He's number 1 in passer rating. He's also the only quarterback in the entire NFL with 200 passing yards in every single game this season. This kid is putting up MVP numbers. He's tied Dan Marino for the longest streak of 80-plus passer rating wins before turning the 24. And he's making it look easy. His teammates are feeding off of him. The offense trusts him. And Mike Vrabel, who should already be coach of the year, by the way, just lock it up, give the man the award, is calling him a conductor of the entire offense. Guys, Drake Maye just isn't playing good. He's playing elite level football. Guys, the Patriots are not 11-2 by accident either. This isn't game management. This isn't hiding the quarterback. This isn't luck. This is Drake Maye elevating everyone around him. 8 receivers caught passes on Monday night. 8. Short passing game, perfect. Intermediate passing game, perfect. Deep ball, perfect. Just watch that 48 bomb to Kyle Williams. He's calm, he's poised, he's accurate, he's clutch. He slides when he needs to, he stays in bounds when he needs to, and he manages the clock like a 10-year veteran. Mike Vrabel has said it perfectly. He doesn't get rattled. He realized just how important he is to this offense. And that's the truth. Drake Maye is special. This kid is special. Look, Drake Maye is having a better season than most quarterbacks. Matter of fact, statistically, better than anybody in the NFL. You can argue he has been the most productive quarterback in football statistically. But best in the league? You all need to slow it down, baby! When you think of the best quarterbacks in the league, you think of Patrick Mahomes, you think Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford. These guys win playoff games, Super Bowls, MVPs. Pressure reps. They have been hunted. They had their target on their back. Drake Maye hasn't. He's in year 2. No playoff experience. Never had the postseason spotlight. Never had the expectations of being that guy in January. He's been phenomenal. Don't get it twisted. But there's a difference between being elite in the regular season and being the best quarterback in football. That throne still belongs to Josh Allen. Allen is the most physically dominant quarterback in the entire NFL. He is still the guy defensive coordinators lose sleep over. He's still the guy who can put a team on his back and beat anyone on any field at any given time. Drake Maye isn't there yet, and that's okay. He might get there one day, but as of right now, I am selling it. I'm selling that Drake Maye is the best quarterback in the NFL right now. He's close. He's climbing. He's definitely a top 10 quarterback today and will be ranked there next offseason when we do the offseason power rankings. But the crown stays with Josh Allen for now. But Man Hour Nation, what do you think? Are you buying or are you selling that Drake Maye is the best quarterback in the NFL right now? Is he already above Allen, Lamar, and Patrick Mahomes, or does he still need those big playoff moments? Guys, drop your takes in the comments down below. This one's going to spark a debate, I can tell. Subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, we are live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. East Coast time, right at youtube.com/Man Hour. Now, it's a live interactive show, so let's break it all down together. Miller Mike says Steve Young had a good run until he got that Hardy Nicholson knee lift. Right? Miller Mike says Drake Maye is benefiting from a 4th place schedule. He's going to come back down to earth and the playoffs. I want to say yes. I want to say the Patriots are going to be one and done. But their defense is playing damn good. Mike Vrabel's been there. He's done that. Patriots are playing some good football. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think they're going to make the AFC Championship game, but I still think Drake Maye is going to play a nice game managing football and be the conductor. Hello, Mike says, come on, Buck. He played the Jets and the Dolphins twice. Not wrong. Also played the Browns and the Bengals, right? So, like, I get it. I get it. Electro Restorations 968. Electro Restoration, what's up, man? He says Stafford and Dak are better than Drake Maye. I would concur. If we're talking about an MVP race, Drake Maye is obviously in the conversation. There's no doubt about it. However, where would the Rams be without Matthew Stafford? Where would the Cowboys be without Dak Prescott? Hell, where would the Colts be without Daniel Jones? Unfortunately, I think Drake Maye is going to get jumped by those 3 guys in the MVP conversation. That's just what it is. Mellow Mike says Stafford is the best player this year, fighting off Father Time. Matthew Stafford was great. What was it, like 500 some odd pass attempts with 0 interceptions, and what was it, 28 touchdowns, like without throwing a pick. Granted, he ended up throwing like 3 picks against the Panthers right after that, but yeah, Matthew Stafford has been balling out all year long. And honestly, a dark horse MVP, Sam Darnold. He's doing really good in Seattle as well. Bruins Prod says, all right. Just take that like that, I'm out. Patriots for Super Bowl, go May. Bruins Prod just wanted me to glaze Drake May. Bruins Prod is wanting to hear his Patriots are Super Bowl bound, which they're not. But you got to give credit where credit is due, and Drake May is having a phenomenal year. It's having a phenomenal year. But with that being said, guys, we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Live, raw, uncut, 7 p.m. East Coast time. Until then, we out.
Hey, now it's time to take off. Gotta keep it live and raw. Better stay tuned in. Man, now we're NFL talk. I know that you're ready for more. They on the field, ready for war. Who's in the lead? I'm checking the score. We about to do it like never before. NFL live, uncut, raw. This is Man Hour NFL.